Hey guys, this is Mullen Memory. I'm World Memory Champion Alex Mullen, and this is the 20-word challenge. So what I'm gonna do is show 20 words up on the screen here, and pause it if you have to, see if you can memorize it. And if you can't, what I'm gonna do in this video is walk through exactly how I would memorize this list of 20 words. At the end, you should know them forwards and backwards. So the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna take it in 4 chunks of 5 words and put 1 word onto each locus. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's make our first locus and our first word that ADT sign right there. So the first word is carrot. So maybe imagine that there's a big orange carrot growing in the ground there, and you're taking the ADT sign and just kind of sticking it right into that carrot there. So that's our first word, carrot. Okay. Let's choose this car here as our second one. So the next word is rug. So maybe imagine you have a big oriental rug just sort of wrapped around this whole car here. Okay, the next one is papers. So imagine this on this branch here, you've got a big stack of papers just sort of sitting and weighing down this branch right here. So that's our third word, papers. Okay, for our fourth one, let's use this path here. The next word is fan. So imagine you have like a Chinese fan sort of opened up and you're just sort of brushing away and kind of, brushing away all these leaves here and cleaning up this little path. So that is number 4. Okay, for number 5, it's castle. So let's go ahead and take this little mail slot here. Imagine just there's a miniature castle just kind of stuck right in there. So you open it up and see that little miniature castle right there. So that is numbers 1 through 5. We will go to the second room now, 4, 6 through 10. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this kitchen here for number 6 through 10. So let's choose this fridge for number 6. So the next one is rope. So maybe imagine a big thick rope just kind of wrapped around, covering up the fridge. You can't get it open like that. Let's choose this sink here for number 7. So the next one is concept. So imagine maybe that there's like a chalkboard, like a miniature chalkboard sort of sitting in the sink here, and somebody's using a piece of chalk to kind of write out and explain a concept right there. For an extra hook, maybe imagine that this sink has been turned on and there's water kind of trickling down the chalkboard. Okay, for number 8, let's take this toaster right here and just imagine a star is just sort of popping out of the toaster, and that's number 8 is star. We will take the oven here for number 9. The 9th word is van. So imagine you're opening up this oven here and a van, like a car, is just sort of zooming out right up into your face. So that is number 9. Okay, so number 10, let's take this little knife set here. It's a little bit of a cheat because number 10 is sharp. So just maybe imagine that there's one of these knives is sticking out the opposite way, and so you maybe kind of put your hand up here and you prick your finger on that sharp knife sticking out right there. So that's number 10. And now we will go ahead and move on to 11 through 15 in this next little room right here. Okay, so let's take the stool here. The number 11 word is frog. So maybe imagine that you've got a kind of a big frog just sort of sitting here at the counter waiting for some food. We'll take the chair as number 12. The next word is ornament. So maybe imagine that there's a big Christmas ornament just sitting on the chair, and you go down to sit down for some dinner, and you just sort of crunch on that ornament as you're sitting down here. Okay, so the next one is compact. So we've got this mail here. Maybe imagine that there's one sort of tiny compact envelope that's just sort of scattered right on the table right here. Number 14 is candle, so it's another bit of a cheat. We've got a bunch of candles here, but just imagine one big candle sitting right here, and maybe the flame has kind of come up and is just sort of burning this entire painting right here. So that's number 14 is candle. Okay, for number 15, let's imagine that there's grass just covering up this entire frame. So instead of people, there's just grass, maybe just real grass that you can feel covering up this entire photo here. That is number 15, grass. We're now gonna move on to 16 through 20. We're almost done, so we're gonna take it in this room right here. Okay, so number 16 is panda. So maybe imagine that in this seat right here, we've got a giant panda just kind of slouched back, watching the TV over there. So that is number 16. Let's use this chair here for number 17. Number 17 is fork. So maybe imagine you've got a giant fork here and you're just sort of, gouging out all the fluff in this chair here with a giant fork. That is number 17. We'll take the TV for number 18. Number 18 is fever. So maybe imagine that the whole TV, the whole screen is just one giant red color. And maybe you imagine that you're kind of standing up here and it's so bright and red that you're just sort of getting a fever yourself. So that is number 18. Let's take this painting up here for number 19. It's sort of kind of the centerpiece of the room, this big painting here, and imagine it's just covered in mud. It's just, mud is splattered all over this painting here. That's not, a very nice centerpiece. So we are almost done. Number 20, let's take this couch right here. Number 20 is a robot. So imagine that there's just kind of a big metallic robot sitting here and just kind of, with metallic arms moving around and kind of adjusting some of the stuff right here. Okay, so there it is. We've got all 20 words in their respective loci. So what we're gonna go do now is show you the pictures of those loci just one by one, and you're gonna try to recall the words. Obviously, just as a quick note, if you were doing this yourself, you would have made this memory palace yourself and you'd know it by heart, but we're gonna go ahead and show you those loci now.